Hey beautiful, I hope you're doing well, staying hydrated and actually getting some sleep, because today you, along with Zani, are about to discuss about all important April dates of Wuthering Waves, so you don't have to worry about anything. Starting off on April 3rd, Virtual Crisis prototype trials will kick off. And on the same day, we can expect version 2.3 drip marketing, because if we look at Kuro Games' usual pattern, we should see the version 2.3 character reveals between April 3rd and 4th. And if you want to know my guess, of course it's Queen Zani and Sayakona. Then, on April 7th, we're getting the Cord Cleansing event. I don't know what we're cleansing, but hey, if it gives rewards, we're all in. Moving on to April 10th, we've got two new events dropping. Lalo Campaign Return and Reguna Weather Forecast. On April 14th, the Wuthering Exploring event will begin, and on the same day, Whimpering Wastes, Respawning Waters, Chasm and Torrents will reset. So, if you've been procrastinating on those, this is your last call before everything resets. Now, April 17th is a big one. We're getting the If You Gaze into the Abyss of Dreams event. And guess what? Version 2.2 Phase 2 will also begin on the same day, featuring the Shorekeeper banner. But bad news for anyone pulling for Shorekeeper. Though, this phase is shorter than usual, so if you're planning to summon, let me remind you that you will get less ASTRITE. Then, on April 21st, the Bountiful Crescendo event will start. Now, this next part is important, so listen up. If Kuro Games follows their usual schedule, version 2.3 special broadcast should happen on April 25th. But if they decide to throw us a curveball, we might see it on April 18th or April 23rd instead. Either way, get ready to refresh your feed with tons for rewards and new content. Fast forward to April 28th, Tower of Adversity's Hazard Zone is resetting. So, if you want those sweet rewards, clear out your hazard stages before then. Don't be that person who forgets and regrets it later. Finally, the big one, April 29th, version 2.3 will officially drops. And this isn't just any version, this is Wuthering Waves' first anniversary update. That means tons of freebies, QL updates, and the long-awaited arrival of Queen Zani herself. If you're not excited, check your pulse. Now, let's have a quick summary of these April events. On April 3rd, Virtual Crisis prototype trials will start, and between April 3rd and 4th, we can expect version 2.3 characters drip marketing. On April 7th, the Cord Cleansing event begins. On April 10th, Lalo Campaign Return and Reguna Weather Forecast events will start. On April 14th, the Wuthering Exploring event kicks off, and Whimpering Wastes, Respawning Waters, Chasm and Torrents will reset. On April 17th, If You Gaze into the Abyss of Dreams event will begin, along with version 2.2 Phase 2 and the Shorekeeper banner. But keep in mind, this phase will be shorter than usual. On April 21st, the Bountiful Crescendo event starts. On April 25th, we can expect the version 2.3 special broadcast. But if there are any schedule changes, it might be on April 18th or 23rd. On April 28th, Tower of Adversity Hazard Zone resets, so clear your stages before then. Finally, on April 29th, version 2.3 will release, marking Wuthering Waves' first anniversary, bringing tons of free rewards, QL updates, and the highly anticipated Queen Zani banner. Also, before you go anywhere, I've got some spicy crumbs for you about Cartethyia. She's expected to be a 5-star arrow character who wields a sword, but here's where things get interesting and kinda sus. There are also whispers that she might have some Glacio connections. Now here's the real kicker, Cartethyia has 2 forms. She has both a young and adult form. But before you start thinking she'll just transform mid-battle, like some anime protagonist, hold on. Her big form isn't permanent. It's time-limited and only appears in certain skills or animations. For those a little confused, her small form is the one we'll actually play as. The big adult version, that's strictly for special moves and cutscenes. So don't get your hopes up for a Titan-sized Cartethyia stomping around the battlefield 24/7. And that's everything you need to know about Wuthering Waves' upcoming updates. If you made it to the end of this video, you're an absolute legend.